So, Squid Game got snubbed. The Handmaid's Tale is out. And John Mulaney? Yep, somehow again. The 2025 Emmy nominations just dropped, and let's just say, nobody's safe. Buckle up as we break down the biggest surprises and the most brutal snubs of this year's Emmy race. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell for more breakdowns, reactions, and Hollywood drama every single week. Award shows might be easier to predict these days, but that doesn't mean the Emmys didn't bring the drama. From critically acclaimed juggernauts getting totally ghosted, to weird little shows you've never heard of suddenly being front and center. This year's nominations were anything but boring. So let's dive into the chaos. First up, the biggest snub of all, Squid Game. After exploding onto the scene with Season 1 and scooping up Emmys for Best Actor and Best Director, expectations were sky high for the follow-up season. But despite its return to Netflix in December with more blood, more tension, and more twists, Emmy voters were totally over it. No nomination for Outstanding Drama. No nods for acting. Nada. Brutal. Instead, Hulu's new thriller Paradise snuck into the drama series category. A clear sign voters were looking for fresh thrills and had moved on from the red light, green light bloodbath of Squid Game. But while one Netflix show sank, another one kinda floated. Enter Uzo Aduba in The Residence, a political murder mystery comedy about a bird-watching police consultant investigating a killing in the White House. Yeah, it sounded strange, and apparently, it was. The show got cancelled after just one season and didn't make a lot of noise. But Uzo Aduba's performance was the one thing people couldn't ignore. She scored a surprise nomination for lead actress in a comedy, edging out some pretty big names, including Natasha Lyonne from Poker Face and Selena Gomez from Only Murders in the Building. Talk about swooping in last minute. And speaking of surprising shakeups, we need to talk about Alfonso Cuarón, four-time Oscar winner, visionary director, and apparently totally invisible to Emmy voters this year. His moody Apple TV Plus limited series Disclaimer, starring Cate Blanchett and Kevin Kline, was considered a lock. But when nominations dropped, no nod for directing, no love for Kevin Kline, just a single nomination for Blanchett in lead actress. Cuarón went from frontrunner to afterthought. Ouch. Meanwhile, one of the most low-key entries in the animated category made a bold leap. Common Side Effects. Yep, that weird little Adult Swim series landed an Emmy nomination for Outstanding Animated Program. The lo-fi conspiracy cartoon about a group of quirky misfits battling Big Pharma on HBO Max somehow beat out heavy hitters like Big Mouth and Invincible. If you're wondering what the show even is, you're not alone. But Emmy voters clearly liked its trippy vibe and outside-the-box storytelling. On the flip side, one of Hulu's most iconic series quietly bowed out without a single nomination, The Handmaid's Tale. Once a dominant force in the Emmy landscape, winning Best Drama and Lead Actress for Elizabeth Moss in its first season, the series has slowly slipped into the background over time. And now, in its sixth and final season, it's gone out with barely a whisper. No nominations for the show. No love for Moss. Just a curtain call with no applause. But Emmy voters weren't done with surprises just yet. In what might be the most heartwarming shock of the season, Jeff Hiller scored a supporting actor nomination for HBO's Somebody Somewhere. The series, a quiet, reflective comedy about friendship, grief, and growth, has never been a flashy awards contender. But in its third and final season, it finally got its flowers. Hiller, in a breakout role opposite Bridget Everett, wowed voters with a performance full of heart and depth. And the show even scored a nod for comedy writing. For a series that's lived in the shadows, that's a huge win. Of course, no Emmy season would be complete without John Mulaney showing up, somehow. Again, while not as much of a jaw-dropper as the others, it's becoming a running joke. Mulaney keeps finding a way into the nominations, even as other comedy giants are left hanging. Fans love him, critics respect him, and the Emmys, well, they seem to have him on speed dial at this point. So what do you think? Did Squid Game deserve another shot? Was The Handmaid's Tale robbed on its way out? And are you ready to binge Common Side Effects just to see what the heck it's all about? Drop your takes in the comments. Hit that like button if you love a good award season twist. And don't forget to subscribe for more breakdowns, recaps, and red carpet chaos. We've got more Emmy coverage coming your way, and you're not gonna want to miss it. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.